Welcome back, everybody. During this time of physical distancing, no one's using their guest bedroom for guests, so why not change the function?
That's a great idea. Designer Jackie Glass needed some space, more space to work from home, so she's made some modifications at her house. Good morning, Jackie.
Guys, how are you?
We're great, thank you.
Well, thanks. Yeah. That looks beautiful. So there's the reveal. It's already happening. So talk to us how we do this on zero budget. Share all of your tips.
Okay. So I have an office that I share with my husband, and like a lot of people, we're at home, we're working, and it's impossible for me with, on the phone. My husband's on the phone. It's noisy. I need another space. So a lot of people, I'm sure, are facing that same challenge. So why not take a room that, let's say a guest room where no one is using, no one's visiting right now, so I might as well repurpose it to make it really functional. So like a lot of people, look around your house. Look for a table, look for a nice chair that you can put into a room. In my case, I have a console table, and it's fairly narrow with a bench that goes with it. So it's a perfect place to put my laptop, all of my samples. As a designer, I always have my paint decks out. So I needed kind of a long surface in which to work. And then you can also repurpose your little end table. I swapped out my lamp because I needed something a little bit more task-oriented, and I've got some design books, and I'm a big fan of plants and flowers in a room because even though we've kind of repurposed a room, there's no reason why it can't look pretty as well. So that area has become really, really functional, and the bench is great because I can kind of slide it out of the way, and it doesn't take up too much room. So that's kind of the work zone. And now right behind me is my bed. And listen, we're all sitting on beds and reading and maybe working on a laptop. So a bed is a really great thing to have in a room if you're using a guest room. And the funny thing is that I always think about the linens. Now, if I was shooting this for a magazine, we would be steaming that bed within an inch of its life. But the linens that I've selected that I really love are just a natural linen. Or you could get a wrinkle-free duvet cover or coverlet. So that way I can sit on the bed, my dogs can join me, and all I need to do is throw it in the laundry. And, let's face it, linen always looks great when it's wrinkled. So that's really important. And then another thing people should always have in an office is, of course, a chair. And a chair where you can, because I'm sitting on a bench, my back might get a bit sore, but you can see the chair to my left, and it's a great place to put my feet up on the bed. I can catch up on emails and messages, so it becomes a really nice, usable space.
Yeah, because you need that quiet space sometimes if you're having a meeting or you're trying to absorb information, and changing it up is something I do, right? You keep moving so that you're working different body parts and nothing gets kinks in it. We do have a before photo because seeing is believing, Jackie, so thanks for showing us your before. Stunning guest bedroom, very airy, very functional for people to come over and lay their head down overnight, right? And share some time together, but that's not happening. So then you'll see off to your left, there's the little setup of the desk. You have your little mini corner there. What do you do for lighting?
Well, of course, natural lighting is really important in an office. So if you've got blinds and drapes, I would really suggest you move them, don't remove them, but like lift them up, open them up so you've got a lot of natural light. I swapped out a prettier lamp that just had too much shade, so it was not giving me proper light. So the one that I have in the picture here is a little higher. It's a little bit more task-oriented. And, of course, overhead lights, change up the bulbs if you have to make them a little bit brighter. And remember that a guest room repurposed into an office can also be a games room for your kids. It could be a timeout room for yourself or for your kids. So this is a room that can become really multi-purpose, a craft room, any place where a homework room. Remember, everybody's kind of on top of each other, so it's so important to have a little getaway that you can sit in, close the door, and have a little bit of peace and quiet.
Yeah, it's nice to have that space. And like you said, you're using what you already have at home and repurposing those rooms, which is absolutely incredible. Thank you so much, Jackie.
Thanks, Jackie. Stay well. I know a lot of kitchen tables are now the classroom, right? We're all trying to use every square inch that we have for whatever purpose we actually need to make it a functional home and space. Great tips. Thank you.